This is Stories of Ylelmore, Episode 2. The New Kid. Do you think we should get, actual chairs?
They won't fit in your room.
Still, this is Episode 2, Stories of Ylelmore. I'm Keryth, and this is my co-host,
Rion.
And this episode is about... Hold on.
Got it.
Thank you. Where was I? Oh, there's a new kid in school. Alice. We don't know a lot about them.
We don't know anything about them.
So I forgot to bring my recorder in class. Well, I didn't forget. I just didn't think anything interesting was going to happen because nothing interesting ever happens during school. I didn't need to record what Rion was saying because we already solved Mr. Winston's murder.
Not a murder.
He's still in the attic, by the way. I think he's trapped up there. Bound to something. Because he hasn't come down. He asked for newspapers and stuff. Sometimes I hear the TV up there. I don't think he can change the channels, though.
Do you think he likes board games?
I don't know. Should I ask?
Or maybe get a fish tank.
He's a ghost, not a cat.
People like fish tanks, too.
What were we talking about?
How Mr. Winston's death wasn't a murder.
Well, it's not really a death either. He's only sort of dead. A necromancer's just a really fancy healer anyway.
Healers can't do soul work.
A really, really fancy healer. Oh, the new kid!
What's so exciting about them anyway?
They're interesting. Oh, I remember. I was gonna ask if we should do a reenactment of her introduction because I didn't bring my recorder.
We can, but they're just...
I stopped listening after you said we can, so class started like it always does. Rion was already in the classroom, so you should start.
I was reading.
Reading what?
Doesn't matter.
Everything you do matters.
I was reading a story about aliens taking over the world, and Miss Keryth did that clapping thing that gets everyone's attention.
The clapping goes like this.
And everyone in class got quiet. That's when you ran in.
I got distracted on my way to school.
And you tripped.
They don't need to know that.
And all the stuff in your bag spilled everywhere.
Rion!
And then the new kid pointed at you and
Don't
laughed.
think they pointed.
And the teacher tried to get control of the class again, but then they made a joke, which made the class laugh longer, and you hurried to pick up all your books and sat next to me.
Well, when you put it that way, they sound like a jerk.
They are a jerk. I don't get why you're so interested in them.
Then after that, I sat down and they said their name was Alice. How exactly? It was something like, "Hi, I'm Alice. I just moved from Masset and before that Enrich and a couple places before that. I hope we get along for the next year or so." And then everyone clapped and they sat down.
See? It was normal.
Well, don't you think it's weird if they said, "I hope we get along for the next year or so"?
Sort of. But some kids just move around a lot.
But it sounded like they didn't know how long it would take. And they didn't say why they moved around so much. I think they might be hiding something.
Isn't that a leap?
It's intuition, Rion. Intuition.
They're a jerk. They made fun of you in front of the entire class.
Well, yeah, but... Did you see their face when they did it, Rion?
Yes, they were laughing.
But they didn't look like they were having fun. They got that same look you get when your dad tells a joke and you still need to get your allowance.
I don't make a face.
You do! You get that weird pull around your mouth and your eyes. It's not a real smile.
I do not.
And Alice did the same thing.
Maybe you just want everyone to be good.
Not everyone's good, Rion. But Alice is. Or they might be. That's what I want to find out.
Find out.
Anyway, I think they have secrets.
Maybe their secret's that they're a jerk.
Rion. I'm okay. It didn't hurt.
It looks like it hurt.
Well, maybe just a little bit.
I knew it!
But I'm telling you the truth about their face, Rion. They didn't look happy. It looked like they just thought it was something they had to do.
Well, they didn't.
Maybe they didn't know that.
You're too nice.
Oh, we'll start our investigation tomorrow. This is Keryth after school with a super surprise guest who skips out on student council duties for the first time ever.
Keryth, can we please leave? Someone might see me.
They haven't left the building yet. There. Nobody will think it's you.
A hood isn't really a disguise, you know.
It's been a whole hour, and they still haven't left. What do you think we're doing, Rion?
Probably doing all the stuff you're responsible for.
You really need to take a day off. That can't be good for you.
I've never skipped. Ever.
And look around. Nothing broke just because you missed a day. I promise. Maybe we can get you a cake or something. I think Yeti's ice cream is still sort of open.
Maybe. Oh, there they are.
Oh, Elsa's just leaving the building. They're headed south.
West.
They're headed west. They don't walk like they have a secret, do they?
What would that even look like?
Well, you know, like holding their bag real close and checking over her shoulder.
If they were doing that, I think everyone would get worried.
So, do we just follow them?
I thought you had a plan.
We're following it. Hurry, come on, get up, get up.
Wait. My legs fell asleep. I'm up.
Let's go.
Pins and needles.
We're gonna lose them. Come on.
I'm right behind you.
Behind the tree.
Keryth, move.
No.
What are they doing? Did they see us?
Nuh-uh. They're crossing the street.
Like some sort of maniac.
Rion, this is how you get home.
Like a maniac.
Come on, let's go. Do you think they'll go through the forest? Are there any houses in the forest?
Well, there's like this little cottage, but the roof fell in a long time ago, and there are plants all inside it.
Oh, maybe they're a druid.
Druids don't move around that much.
Ugh, so no to the cabin.
Druids don't move around because their spirits are stuck to the land. You taught me that.
You could just say no.
No.
Are you sure we're not going to your house?
Why would they go to my house?
I don't know. We gotta run.
To the mailbox.
Yeah, that'll work.
Now, they're headed south.
What's even down there? The hospital? Do you think we're sick?
They could still be sick, but they're not going to the hospital. Also, don't you need a parent for that?
Not all the time. Some people who came there a lot don't always need their parents. And some of the older kids got to go out and wander sometimes. I think.
You think?
I was really little.
Oh, they're jogging now.
No.
You can jog forever, Keryth.
But I hate it. It's so weird. It feels weird.
We can follow them in the forest.
It's for the story. It's for the story.
Come on.
Have you guys ever thought of making a path over here?
The sidewalk is right there.
It'd be more convenient.
Only in this exact situation.
Yeah. Like a spy trail.
Stalker trail.
We're not stalking.
It feels like stalking.
We're trailing.
Shh, hide.
Rion, just... Ah! Shh. Hello? Is there anybody here? This town is so weird. Rion! You didn't need to hold my nose!
You breathe so loud.
Where are they going now?
Oh, I think I know.
Where?
You know the cursed house?
The house everyone says is cursed.
Yeah, that's the only house down this way.
Why don't they move into a not really cursed house?
Because it's cheap.
Maybe their family's full of criminals, and they have to keep moving before the law catches up with them.
And then they send their kid to school.
Teaching is hard, Rion. Not everyone is made for homeschooling.
I just think it would be easier if they actually had to move around a lot because they were being hunted by the law.
Johnny Law.
I know a shortcut. We can get there early and see what they do.
Rion, you're the best. This is Keryth, reporting from a really big hill right behind the not cursed house.
Most people just call it Kala Manor.
It's a really big house. Well, it's too big to be a house, but a lot of it is sort of falling apart. It's old. Old. Like, I don't think anyone's lived here since my moms were little.
10 years.
Oh. Anyway, it looks like most of it is falling to pieces.
Yeah, maybe they don't really live there.
Hey, look, is that them?
Where?
That little green dot.
Oh, I should have brought binoculars.
They're not going to the main house. Oh, they're going to the house behind that house.
I think that's where the servants used to sleep.
It's the only part that doesn't look like it's about to collapse.
Do you think they had it fixed up before they moved in?
Why would they fix up a servant's place and not the huge, giant, cool-looking house in front of it?
Maybe they were in a rush.
Who rushes like that?
People with emergency job transfers?
Or criminals getting close to being caught.
They are not a family of criminals.
You don't know that.
So, what now?
You want to come over for dinner? Hey, what do you think about Alice?
Who?
The new kid.
Oh, they're funny. They seem like a nice child. I don't know. They never say much. Be nice to them, okay?
This is Keryth reporting from the auditorium. Alice is sitting at the table for, well, not the cool kids, but like the kids who are always super nicely dressed and their parents all get along and make them get along, and a lot of other kids kind of want to be them. That table.
It's the cool table.
That's not a thing anymore.
It sounds like the cool table.
They're so fast.
Well, bullies like to hang out together.
Rion.
Those are all the kids that make fun of us. So they're hanging out with them, and that makes them a bully.
Not really. We could have just made a mistake.
Keryth.
You didn't see them. I'm telling you. Oh. I think we're making fun of them.
What? Why?
Put your book up.
Why?
We're looking over here. They can't know that we've been trailing them.
Stalking.
Trailing. Wait. Okay, see? They got that hunchback and stuff.
So?
It's how you used to get when people picked on you.
Me and that kid are not the same.
No, you're not. Because you would have left the table. But look, we're straightening back up and oh, they're pointing over here. They're laughing.
What?
Everyone's laughing.
See?
Hey, Rion, act natural.
Why?
Hi, Alice.
Why are you two freaks always staring at me?
We're doing an investigation.
Investigation.
Uh-huh. We think you're interesting, so we've been investigating you.
You really are freaks. A failed witch and a dog.
Rion, not helping.
He's Rabbit!
He's not a dog. Rion, come on. You have to see it.
All I see is a jerk.
No, their face.
What about? Oh.
Right?
Are you okay? What the heck are you two talking about?
Well, it kind of looks like you want to cry.
What? No, I'm not. What is this? Are you recording me?
We're investigating.
You really are freaks.
Hey! Stop it! Who broke the lights?
Not me.
Not me.
Do it. Not me. Stay away from me. Are you okay?
I'm fine. I don't think they broke the recorder. Do you think they know it was me with the lights?
I won't tell anyone.
They always think it's me anyway.
It's all scuffed now.
I know. That's what the case is for.
Maybe we should stop the investigation.
What?
They're mean and they're a bully. Maybe we should just leave it here.
I know they're a bully, Rion.
Then let's leave them alone.
Since when have I never let bullies decide what I was going to do.
Never.
And I'm not gonna start today. And they're weird, Rion. That was weird, right? They're so weird. They're definitely hiding something. I gotta know.
It was weird.
This is Keryth from the back corner of a library. Not the school library, but like the one that's for the town. The Ylelmore Public Library. There are lots of books and things. Like a lot of books and computers. I don't come here a lot because if I want to stare at a lot of books, I just go downstairs and work in the shop. But our shop doesn't have the city archives. They're supposed to be moving it online, but it just said it's a big project. So I don't think we're done yet. Rion is at chess, so I had to come alone. But I'm here to look up stuff about Callum Manor. I asked the librarian, and she brought all these newspapers and asked if I was doing a report, and I told her it was an investigation about a new kid, and her eyes started glowing with, like, this bright yellow color. And they got so red I couldn't even look at her. And then they dimmed, and she smiled and ruffled my hair before bringing out more papers and telling me good luck. I think Grandma used to say that she's an oracle. Does that mean she saw something? Anyway, I've been reading them, and so many are so boring. Boring. Callahan Manor is actually cursed. Or it used to be. And will probably get cursed again. It's on a pool. Somewhere magic collects and gathers and gets, personalities, sort of. Well, not a personality, but like memories and stuff. And Callum's got tons of things to remember. A lot of them are bad things. Sad things, bad luck things. But magic doesn't feel safe. So it gets cursed sometimes. It's not cursed now, though. One of the covens fixed it maybe 2 years ago. It does really cool stuff when it's cursed. But it's also super dangerous. And since nobody knows when it'll get cursed again, nobody buys it. But the servant's house and back is supposed to be safe. The curse never spreads that far because someone always fixes it before it gets too big. And for some reason, she gave me a bunch of pictures of a bunch of statues. They used to be all around town, I think. A long time ago, because some of these pictures are old. But there's one of the coven sigils in the background. See? Well, no, you can't. So you have to trust me. And that's Main Street. And this is before my mom's got the bookshop. And Yeti's ice cream should be there, but it's like a store for those things. The silver disc. A CD store. I don't even know why she gave me these. I've never seen these statues. Maybe it's for something else that we're supposed to find later.
That'll be $52.95.
Mom!
Yes, have a nice day.
Mom!
Thanks, hold on.
Mom!
Keryth, I'm working. Can this wait until later?
I got a bunch of pictures from the library. Did that book come in yet?
Hold on, let me look.
Do you remember these statues?
No, it looks like it was delayed. It'll be here tomorrow.
Oh, it's a bridge, isn't it?
Construction is next month. That's great news for Rion, isn't it, Keryth? His family can come back to visit more often.
Yeah, probably. But Mom, the pictures! You seem busy.
Busy as always. What is it, Keryth?
Do you remember the statues in the picture?
Where did you get these
The
from?
librarian gave them to me.
Why would she do that?
I don't know, her eyes went all glowy, and when she smiled, she gave me these.
Wait, didn't you hate the library?
I don't hate the library, I just don't need to go there.
Is there anything else you need? Is this all?
I'll be back for that book.
Of course.
So, do you remember those statues?
I, remember a statue. There's only one. It moved around.
It moved?
Uh-huh. Hi, Elmar. Thanks for stopping by. Did you find everything you need? Do you think I could order some Angelica? Sure. It's that time of year again, isn't it?
Yep, time to strengthen the barrier.
Do you think we could stop by before it's done?
So, it was just one statue? Was it enchanted?
I think it was cursed, sweetheart.
I don't see why not.
Oh, you will be so excited. Is our garden still there?
We've been taking good care of it. It was lovely this year. I could send some pictures.
Could you? She would love that.
Mom, the statue!
Yeah, it was cursed, sweetie. Oh, it looks fantastic.
Do you know why it was cursed?
No, it used to follow this girl around. It might have been her whole family. It was very slow.
Do you remember her name?
Ylelmore, do you remember the cursed girl with the statue?
Oh, Floor?
Floor!
She moved away once it reached the hospital, didn't she?
That's right, she did. What happened after that?
The statue went with her, I guess. It took a while, though. It was slow.
Do you remember anything about her?
She was blonde,
No, she was a brunette.
maybe a redhead.
Wait, she dyed her hair, didn't she?
I think that's all we got, sweetie. She kept to herself.
So, do you think they're connected?
I don't know. Oracles are weird, and the one in the library is very weird. That might not even be about Ellis. My mom said that one time she saw the librarian dig a hole by the side of a road and put a rock in it. And 4 years later, it blew out someone's tire, and that made them miss a lightning strike right in front of them.
4 years?
Yeah,
That's so long!
that's what I'm saying. Plus, you're never in the library, so she probably thought it was her only chance to give it to you. What?
Let's go to their house.
What?
Let's go to their house and ask for parents.
They told us to stop investigating.
No, you told me to stop investigating. They said to stay away from them.
I'm pretty sure that means staying away from their house.
Rion, you saw how long we stay in school? If we leave as soon as the bell rings, we can get there way before them, and we'll be gone before they even know we were there. Do you have anything after school today?
I'm supposed to study in the library.
Do you have to have anything after school today?
No.
Awesome! This is Keryth with Rion.
Hi.
We're in front of a cursed, not cursed house, or kind of in front of it. There's a gate.
It's sort of scary. It looks like a castle.
And there are tons of trees and everything. Like, there was a garden, but people who kept it neat left a long, 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 long time ago. I think we're too poor to be here.
Yeah. Do we have to ring the doorbell to get the gate to open?
Through the hole! Over there!
We need to be polite.
I don't even think the doorbell works.
Keryth!
I'm going through the hole.
Keryth!
Come on, Rion!
We're trespassing.
The bell didn't work. We're going to the door.
We started trespassing when we passed the fence.
Hello? Alice's? Do you think I have a mom, or like, is it a guardian?
I don't know, but we shouldn't be yelling anyway.
Alice's parent! Hello?
Keryth!
Hello?
Hi!
Hello?
Are you Alice's parent?
I'm your dad.
I'm Keryth, and this is Rion.
Hi.
I like your garden.
Oh, thanks. It's not really a garden yet, but it's warm enough to break ground, so I thought I'd do a little prepping before it got too cold.
My mama likes to garden too. We have a plant in the community garden, but she says it's not the same.
Well, if she wants, she's free to come down. I've got more than enough space.
For real?
Uh-huh.
Keryth.
Oh, right. Do you know what these are?
Hold on. I'm coming over.
Wow, he's tall.
Are you Alice's friends?
I don't know.
No.
I don't think they like us very much, but we think they're weird.
Huh.
Not in a bad way, but in an interesting way. We're doing an investigation.
I see.
So do you know about the statue in these pictures?
That's Bert.
Bert?
Yeah. My partner's family has got cursed, I want to say. This is old Bert, the statue that follows him around.
You're actually for real cursed?
I guess you could call it that. They can't touch old Bert, but hold on.
Did you decorate it?
This is the winter solstice, first day of spring, sports day.
So, you didn't move because of it.
Well, I suppose we did. She doesn't really like it getting too close to the house, and it's not great for the kiddo.
So you moved because you're cursed.
Yeah,
Oh, is it okay to ask more about it?
you could ask, but that's all I know. Touching Bert is bad for my partner's family and my kid, and no matter where we go, Bert will follow.
So, it might not be a curse.
Might not. It's been following them for so long. No one really knows why anymore.
I told you they were interesting, Rion.
Could you two try to get along with Ellis? They've had to move around a lot, and there was an incident a few years ago. I know they can be difficult, but...
We can try, Mr. Ellis's dad.
But they don't like us.
It would mean the world to me if you tried anyway.
I thought I told you freaks to stop following me!
You didn't, and besides, we got here first! We were leaving!
Yeah, right.
Right, you saw us going the other way! Ask your dad!
You'll talk to my dad?
Yeah, on account of the pictures!
What pictures? Keryth, let's go.
But what if this is what the librarian saw when she gave them to me?
What pictures did you show my dad?
He said they're of Bert.
So you know everything.
Get off
of her.
I got them!
Wow. They're super weak.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do? Tell my parents?
No, Rion and me, we get into a lot of fights. We're the freaks.
My parents just get worried.
I'm not allowed to start any anymore.
Let me go!
No.
Why not? Do you want me to apologize? I'm sorry I bullied you. There.
So you knew you were bullying us.
Duh.
Why?
Get off of me!
I'll let you get up if you tell us why. I don't understand. Why do you do things that make you sad?
You can just beat me up.
It's that important. Are they crying?
You're gonna tell everyone, right? That I'm cursed.
Huh? Why would we do that?
To get back at me. I'm sorry. I don't know what I'm supposed to do.
Stop crying? You started this fight. It's weird that you're the one crying when I didn't even hit you. You're making me feel bad.
I think you should hit them.
Rion!
At least they can say they got hit before they started crying.
Actually, yeah. Do you want me to hit you?
No.
Anyway, we're not investigating to tell the people at school anything. We're investigating for a podcast. I tried to tell you that in lunch.
So you're gonna send that thing to your listeners?
Well, we just started, so we have, 2?
3. But all of them are out of the country.
So nobody of them.
I just said we're gonna tell 3 whole people. But everyone's gonna find out. Your mom used to go here.
Really?
Uh-huh. My mom remembered her from the picture of Bert. And she won't be the only one. And when Bert shows up, people ask questions, and then that'll be it.
So it was all for nothing.
What was?
Trying to get on the good side of the class.
Is that what you were trying to do?
I don't know. Maybe.
Why?
I don't know, but if I'm with them, they can't bully me.
I saw them bullying you at the lunch table.
Those are just jokes.
A lot of what you did was just make jokes.
Come on.
Thanks.
Well, we're not the type of people who would care if your family's cursed or not. I think Bert's kind of cute.
I think she's scary, but I like the outfits her dad puts on her.
Maybe if you stopped trying to fit in with people who would care about your family's curse, you'd be able to find the people who wouldn't. I mean, your mom did, didn't she?
Come on, Keryth.
Okay.
Wait, you really don't care?
It's not like it's contagious or anything.
I gotta go home.
Wait, what time is... It's that late already? Bye, Alice!
You still suck.
And that's how we solve the mystery of the new kid.
Was it really a mystery?
Why are they still here?
It's a free country.
Why are you still here?
Alice said that they're interested in the podcast, and 3 bodies are better than 2.
But they're still hanging out with the kids that bully us.
They're not that bad once you get to know them.
Nobody's perfect, Rion.
But we can get closer than them.
Dude, what is your problem?
It's you. It's obviously you.
I said I was sorry.
Anyone can make an empty apology.
Tune in next time for episode 3 of
sorry,
Stories
you're a
of
jerk.
Ylelmore. Hi, this is Keryth, and you made it to the end! Yay! Thank you for listening to our show. Rion says I have to do this every time. But that's okay, because I get to talk to the listeners. Hi, listeners! Stories of Ylelmore is made by the It Me Podcast Production LLC. All voices are done by me. Transcripts from the episode can be found in a link in the description or at itmepodcast.com, where you can also find coloring pages, bonus materials, and other podcasts. Letters can be sent to storiesofylelmore@gmail.com. If you want to support the creator, rate, review, comment, or tell a friend about the show. If you're a grown-up and want to offer more support, maybe you can think about donating to the Ko-fi or Patreon linked in the description. Our outro is Sticky Beat by Josh Woodward from the Free Music Archive and is distributed under the Creative Commons Attribution License. And that's it. Oh, I almost forgot. If you want another story about magic and kids and school and libraries, you might like Electromancy, which is now releasing Season 2. The trailer is coming up now.
These two mages we've just saved, Tessic and Donovan, I need to know, are they worth the trouble?
You've seen their files. They're prodigies, both of them.
Bryn, give me back my book.
Okay, talking a little loudly about this stuff.
There was nothing suspicious about the interaction until you said that. She could have been talking about, like, a textbook.
Hello, Electromancers. For the record, I think all 5 of us together is inherently kind of suspicious at this
I see
point.
how it is. Happy to hang with me when we're imprisoned by evil necromancers in the distant past. But once I save your ass, it's back to the cool kids table.
To be fair, I didn't have any choice but to hang out with you then. That's what imprisoned
We
means.
need a normal thing to plan and talk about and work towards so that everything isn't schoolwork and memory wipes and time travels and monsters and death.
Electromancy, a fantasy adventure show now available wherever you get your podcasts.